Alright. Yeah, I guess we can do that. We got a lot of light here because I'm gonna make a little cigar. I thought I'd talk a little while I do. It's Leo season. Can you feel it? Can you feel that full moon coming? It's coming strong. It's inviting you to tell the truth. It's a beautiful invitation. I don't know how well you know your Bible, but I've always identified with the story of Jonah. I wonder who that is. Kaylee? What do you think? Oh, that's white. Maybe Annie. Huh, beautiful. Maybe I'll keep that in there. There's this interesting thing that we do where so much suffering comes from. This resistance, you know. We get this call. Go to Nineveh. That's the story. God told him. He said, hey, go to Nineveh. And he went the opposite direction. Right? What a stubborn asshole, right? He went the opposite way. And so, then there was a storm, and the crew knew that something was up. Because if you are a sailor, you know how to listen to the omens. And they knew that storm was no regular storm. That something funny was going on. That there was some higher than three-dimensional reality taking place. And they knew that. That's why I want to learn to sail. Get those reminders all the time. Of course, they're always here. And then, well, if you have heard of Jonah, you've heard of Jonah and the whale. Or the big fish, depending on the translation. So they drew lots, or drew straws or whatever, played a game of chance to see whose fault it was, and it was Jonah's fault. And he knew it, and they knew it. And so he jumped into the ocean, and then a big old fish swallowed him up. Isn't that what happens? I don't think it matters if this really happened or not. This is where we're missing the point, I think, a lot of the times. The power of a story is not in its literal interpretation. The power of a story is in the damn story. That's our mother tongue. Right? This is the language that we speak as humans, the language of story. God says, go this way. You know what that feels like. You do. Don't pretend like you don't. You do. You know. You know. Do this. Go that way. And we run the other way. So then, when you run the other way, well, like a magnet, you can pull it away, but it's still going back. He got some time to think down there in that belly of the whale, didn't he? Yeah, sometimes we descend down into the depths, don't we? Oh, don't we? And then we get some time to think. And then he gets spat up on shore. can ignore your calling, your reality, for only so long, until it just swallows you right up. Down into that dark, dark place, with no one else around, the sunken place. When you're looking out on reality. A lot of you've been there. It's good. It's good to go there. It's good to go everywhere. So you know the way. Your suffering is a gift. Alright? Because that's where your empathy comes from. Alright? Talking to my brother Ian tonight. Hurt his knee pretty bad. I had a really bad knee injury many years ago. Changed the course of my life forever. He said, I don't want to send any bad knee vibes your way. I said, send them all my way, brother. All of them. We all got demons, right? I told him, that demon doesn't want to bother you, not really. It's as uncomfortable as you are. That's why it hurts so much. That demon of resistance, the one that says, no, 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 no. They just want to go home. That's why we go. So we go down there sometimes. So we know the way. It's important to go there so we know the way. Because we're going to go there again maybe. And if not, we're going to certainly meet people who are there. We can't be too worried about that. We got to know the way out. You can go anywhere if you know the way out. You'll be alright. It'll be alright. So I put some pretty old stuff here and some young stuff here. And we got Annie's hair sticking out there too. Small part of Annie's hair. Maybe if I could just get a drop of her wisdom, I would be honored. Annie's the matriarch here. Beautiful, powerful woman. Powerful, feisty spirit. Oh, she's so smart. So powerful. We're honored to have her. She's suffering right now. She's ill. It's its own kind of demon, I suppose. Sometimes I get some molasses on these. But tonight it's just saliva. Not too bad. That's my boy Khan, I would say. Not too bad. So anyway, I don't know if any of that made sense. But here we are. Right? I think this is my Nineveh. Right here. Just telling some truth in my own little way. I suppose we all do it. I think part of my Nineveh is that I would like to lead. I don't really know what that means, but I would like to be involved in the conversation here about how to do things differently. And I would like to do that by experimenting with myself. I'd like to do things differently. I'm starting over. gave all my possessions away in February, and then came to Hawaii in March because I had a dream that told me to do that. And I arrived on March 9th, and then everything got locked down. So I've been traveling. I've traveled around Oahu during the initial stages of lockdown, and I ended up here at Kahumana, this farm, this beautiful place. I met some beautiful people, powerful, powerful people, and I did a lot of work. I did a lot of shadow work. And I made some music. And I would like to share some of my journey, some of my tobacco, I suppose some of my skills, some of my words, some of my music. I would like to share it. Because it's time to start over. It's time to try something new. It's time to have serious conversations about how to be ready and for this new world that's coming, and how to take responsibility for co-creating it. Yeah. Clearly, I'm not very good at the guitar. I've learned to slow down. It's actually a really important thing to do when things speed up. You also certainly have to learn to be fast, but when things get really fast, it's good to slow down, pay real close attention. You don't want to miss anything. So, yeah, so will be loud and noisy sometimes too. But I'm still working out what's going on here. But I think the way I'm going to find out what I need to say is by saying it. So it's time to say it. I think there's a lot we can do to be ready for whatever. I think the reality of life now is that we need to expect uncertainty. I happen to be an expert in uncertainty because I've never had a fucking clue what was going on in the world. Benefit of growing up all over the world and having some Aspie genes too. My peeps. And I think I'd really like to focus on spiritual reality. Because I think I've discovered, at least in my experience, which is all I can offer, it's really the one thing that you can invest in that'll just make everything better. Everything. It's not even close. It affects everything. So I'd love to share what I know and kind of stumble forward. That's, I think, what I mean when I say lead. Not run the show or organize anything, because I wouldn't even know where to start with that. But to kind of walk into the unknown, share where I'm going, share where I've been. I think that's what I've been doing. I've done it alone for a while. And I'd really like to do it together now. Yeah, it's time. It's time. So yeah. I look forward to smoking this. Thanks for joining me. I'm still practicing. Love you.